Hey guys, what is going on? Floaty Junior here, back again with another video. So today we are going to be reviewing 75301 Luke Skywalker's X-Wing. If you enjoy, remember to drop a like and subscribe, and yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to start off with the figures here. So this set includes 4 figures, one exclusive General, who's General Dodon here. This Princess Leia was from the Tantive 4, which retired 2020, I think. Is R2-D2. Yeah, I'll probably have an R2-D2 figure. And here is Pilot Luke Skywalker. Here are the backs of these figures. I would say they are pretty good figures for the price of the set. So I'll give you a closer look at them. Yeah. So yeah, let's get into the build. Okay, so here's the build of the set. It's a pretty decent build. Unfortunately, I don't have the 2018 X-Wing or any other X-Wing to compare it to, which I would like to do, but they're just too expensive for my budget. So obviously, it's a pretty good build. Let's start with the nose. This was quite controversial when it first came out because they obviously used different pieces to try to replicate that shape. I personally like it. I think it looks accurate to what the X-Wing does in the films. Moving along, obviously you have the red stripe here, which again I think is pretty accurate to the films. So yeah, Lego's done a good job with that. Up here is a sticker, which it looks alright. I don't mind that sticker because obviously it's quite big, so it's quite easy to apply. That's a good thing about this set. There's not many too small stickers. Well, there's not really any small stickers unless you count these here, but they weren't really that hard to apply. So let's move up to the cockpit now. So this is a printed piece. Obviously there you have a place for Luke Skywalker. I'll turn these lights on so you can see better. Yeah. There you go. So obviously here you have a place for Luke Skywalker to sit, and if I just get his figure, unfortunately there's nowhere to keep the lightsaber, which there normally is on these sets, but yeah, you can just stick it on your side somewhere. And god, what am I doing here? Let's just put him in here, get it on one. Whoa, that nearly fell off my desk. Right here, so obviously you can close the cockpit with him in there. And if you get R2-D2 as well, you can stick him behind here, which is accurate to the film. Obviously, I think this is a bit high, but I'll show you a few modifications to the set later. So, yeah, just to make that a bit more accurate. Here you have a Technic structure to obviously do the wings movement here to lock the S-foils in attack position, as they would say. This was confusing to build. This was a little confusing to build. It wasn't the most complex thing, but obviously for a set aimed towards kids, that is one bit that they might struggle with. Here you have the wings. It's nice wing detail overall, I'd say. It's pretty good. These are stickers here, but they're not too hard to apply because obviously they're quite big and cover a lot of area, so quite easy to apply. 2 more stickers, one on either side here of the engines. This is I just realized that this is the wrong way around, but yeah, there's a sticker there. Those again weren't too hard to apply because there's obviously a lot of area to stick them to. Same thing on this side as there is on this side. It's a very symmetrical design, which I do like. Flipping the set over now, obviously you have the landing gear here. One downside is the landing gear doesn't retract, and I haven't found a good modification for the pieces that I have to make with it. Obviously the wings are quite plain on the underside, but that doesn't really matter because you're not going to see the underside all that often. Here there is a spring-loaded shooter either side. Obviously you all know they work. You basically put the missile in and flick it and it flicks out. Good play feature for kids. Moving to the end of the wings now, you have some nice detail here, which I do like. It was quite easy to make, and yeah, overall it's a pretty good build. Moving down here, you have the obviously guns. This is slightly inaccurate, but personally I don't mind. It was quite easy to make and I enjoyed the build personally. Let's flip it around to the back. So obviously at the back you do have some nice detail here. For the back, I think it's nice for the price of the set, and it looks alright. You have the thrusters here with the purple thrust coming out, I guess. Nice detail to add. Obviously if you don't want the thrust, you could just take these pieces off, but personally I like it. I think that's the main parts covered of the set, so yeah, let's get onto the outro. So as I did mention in that previous clip, I am going to show you a few mods to make this a little bit better, I think, in my opinion. So first off, obviously R2-D2 here is hanging, well, is a bit high. To improve that, all you're going to want to do is take these sides off here. Might be easier if you remove the wings, but I'm not gonna, because I don't need to. Maybe I do, but I'm not gonna. There we go. And obviously you can see these plates here. You're just gonna want to take these out. So if I can just, there. Got one out, and let's get the other side out. There. Now you're gonna want to put these side panels back on. If I can do this one-handed. Please I can, yes. And same on the other side. Then then R2 will sit a bit lower in the ship, which is more accurate. Obviously it is kind of more difficult to pull out, but I personally think that looks a lot better. So now onto the final mod of the ship. Obviously these in the engines here, that does look a bit plain, so I've got this little assembly I've made here. So you've basically got a round plate, you've got a jumper plate here, which is lodged between those studs there. This is not illegal, as some might say, because this is actually thinner than a brick, so it doesn't stretch the studs outwards. And here you've got a 1x1 square plate in light grey. About that, yeah. Here a light grey square plate in there. Again, not illegal because it is thinner than an actual brick. So yeah, and then what you want to do is you want to make 3 more of them, nice simple assemblies, and then just add them to this. So you want it so, if I just stand that up there, so this bit is going to the top and bottom on either side. So if I can just slot that in, so it should look like that on one side, and let's do it on the other side quickly. There's one done, and there is the other done. And as you can see, well, personally I think that looks a lot better. It adds a lot more detail to the engines and upgrades the set a lot, in my opinion. So that was just a couple quick mods to make this set a little bit better. So yeah, now on to the outro. So yeah guys, that was a quick look and review of this set. I will say that this is a pretty good set. I personally like it. It was a good build, which I enjoyed. It was quite simple, obviously, except from the Technic section here, but personally I don't mind because it's good, it works well, and yeah, overall I'd rate this set a, say, 7 out of 10, so it's a pretty good set. I would recommend buying it. It is on sale for, well, quite a bit, so you can get it for a good price. Yeah, that's the set reviewed. If there's any other sets you'd like to see reviewed in my collection, then obviously comment asking for reviews down below. I might get back to you, I don't know, but yeah, if you enjoyed, remember to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you for more videos in the future. Bye!